All right. Hello, everyone. John Lim Dimas here. Audio in, audio out. My check, my check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Tres, dos, uno. Anyway, since the last time I have recorded an episode of this podcast, give or take, it was all the way down back in December. So I'm glad I'm finally back in the row. Don't forget, cut this portion up. I'm not going to do a B roll because I want to try something new. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the full screen. Again, don't forget to turn this off. Okay, make sure there's distance. All right, perfect. All right, that should be good. My audio should be set. There should be no BS whatsoever. Let's see. Okay, lighting is a little bit off. There you go. I think that's perfect. Hmm. Okay, that's a bit too much. All right. All right, this is perfect. All right. So anyhow, don't forget cut this portion off. You really, really need to cut this portion off, and you got that timer there, a minute and a half so far. That is good. So hypothetically, once I switch tabs, it should still record. Check this out. See, so perfect. It's not gonna do anything crazy. So, John, without any further ado, please let's get started recording. That way we can get some fucking sleep. So, I'm switching tabs in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Remember, cut this portion out. Welcome to Definitely Housing Podcast with me, John Limdemas, where I share uncensored motivational rants on life and entrepreneurship. Join me monthly as I discuss pursuing passions, starting side hustles, and interviewing content creators with shared goals. Whether you're into motivational podcasts or entrepreneurial minded person, this show is for you. Tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube for some raw and motivating content. Today's episode is a good motivational rant for 2025. I planned to upload it a month ago, but my actual 9 to 5 job got too busy. I covered shifts when my coworker quit out of the blue. So earning some extra money, but feeling exhausted in the very end. That was not a fun experience, by the way. First, have you watched my first New Year's Day live stream that I did all the way down back in January of this year? Let me know your thoughts. Should I continue going live or stick to recording and editing episodes? Your feedback is important for improving the podcast, and believe it or not, your input can help the podcast grow and reach a wider audience. In addition, I want to grow my podcast audience, especially among fellow entrepreneurs. My main goal this year is to promote it better and publish it more content. Share your 2025 goals in the comments below. I'll strive to upload episodes regularly. Just a heads up, my podcast is completely uncensored, including profanity and controversial opinions. It's geared towards those seeking motivational content. If easily offended, this may not be the right fit for you. Feel free to listen if you are open to diverse perspectives. It's common to chase success in life, always striving to be quicker, smarter, richer, and better. But I have to ask, what exactly what the fuck are we pursuing in this constant pursuit of being at the pinnacle of human achievement? Today, many define success by external achievements like wealth and status, rather than pursuing a genuine life aligned with personal values and passion. It's common to feel lost in overwhelming information, questioning if we're chasing someone else's idea of success. Have you experienced this? Share in the comments below. That's our topic for today's episode. I will admit that today's society is flooded with information on success, and many individuals claim to feel successful in life amidst these standards. Many of us are conditioned to base success on external standards, We often convince ourselves of contentment after reaching milestones, believing this signifies success. Some examples support this idea, like first one is getting a raise at my 9 to 5 job, boosts my confidence as a great employee, validating my hard work. Sounds familiar, right? Also, let's say achieving a milestone like hitting over 20 subscribers on the podcast YouTube channel would make me extremely happy, grateful, and fulfilled. Last one is after completing your nursing degree, you'll feel confident and accomplished, knowing your hard work and expertise have paid off. By the way, it doesn't have to be a nursing program, it can be anything you were pursuing for. This is just my take and my example. Now, have you heard of the Greek myth of Sisyphus? In the story, Sisyphus is punished by Zeus for cheating death. His external task is to roll a boulder up a hill, only for it to roll back down each time he nears the top. Share your thoughts below. Holy shit, did I even pronounce that name right? Sisyphus? Okay, well, you know what? Either way, guys, just let me know in the comments below if I somehow pronounced that right, because I used to read this mythology back in the day when I was in high school and so on. Now, you may wonder, what's the point of the Greek myth I just mentioned earlier? Well, the whole idea is that the Greek myth serves to show the success and fulfillment are hindered by the when then mindset. It highlights the importance of finding contentment within, whether in personal or professional settings. Not convinced? Imagine you're a content creator setting a subscriber goal, right? Or in a typical 9 to 5 job, wanting to get along with coworkers. This is the essence of the when then mindset. If you've reached in this episode, or at least if you have reached this point in the episode, just know you are amazing. If you are enjoying what you hear, please like the episode to show your support for the content. You're fucking amazing if you do. The majority of us often overlook what truly matters by focusing on what we could do. Pause, reflect, and create a personal inventory instead of dwelling on future possibilities. You'll need two important things. One, you need to be clear what matters to you the most. Secondly, the time and place in your life that makes it matter most. Here are some few things and ideas you can start implementing yourself in this matter. One is you have to know who exactly you are and who you are not. Just because others are doing something, that does not mean you need to follow suit. Set your own goals that align with your values and passion, not what others dictate. Fuck their opinions, as they are irrelevant. Second, always got to be aware of your coveting tendencies. Many of us have experienced coveting, wanting what others have. This comparison often stems from insecurity, driving us to chase external achievements and ideal life to please others. However, true satisfaction does not come from accumulating unnecessary possessions. In other words, stop fucking flexing. Last one. Always keep your promises to yourself. Oh man. I used to promise everyone out there back then, feeling incredibly guilty about it. Now look, just realize the importance of keeping promises to yourself as you do for others. Building self trust enhances follow through effectiveness. Understanding what truly matters allows us to redefine success beyond unconventional or at least conventional measures. Our current experiences shape our sense of completeness. While universal agreement on success is unlikely, prioritizing what matters leads to lasting fulfillment and genuine happiness through aligning with your values, goals, and passions. Before wrapping up, consider these questions to start with. First, which values and principles do you want your success to align with? Secondly, what certain achievements or experiences what will bring you fulfillment or happiness? And the last one is, what kind of impact or sort of legacy do you want to leave behind that would make you feel successful? How do you want to be known for? Here are some of the markers that I strive for are things like a flexible calendar, more productive morning, freedom to choose, hell yeah to that, a peace of mind, maintaining a steady work rhythm and pace, achieving physical, mental, and spiritual victories daily, and finally, of course, a good night's sleep. What does success feel like for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Time for me to wrap up this episode with some few important things to keep in mind about defining your success in 2025. Starting with Winston Churchill's words: success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Throughout my life, I have often heard this motivational quote by a historical figure. It seems fitting to conclude this episode with his inspiring words. He was truly impactful in his time. Remember, failure won't defeat you unless you allow it to. Embracing setbacks enhance your bravery for future endeavors even after reaching success. And that's what I call the universal truth that some of us keep forgetting about. With my entrepreneurial mindset, I hope we can uncover the truth about success together. In addition, by defining my own success and releasing the need for external validation and opinions of others, you will discover profound self sufficiency and confidence, along with an unexpected peace. Always remember that genuine presence leads to attainable, rewarding success. Live a purposeful life on your terms for overall success. All right, that's a wrap. Despite of posting fewer episodes lately, I enjoy sharing my entrepreneurial perspective on live through recording. While not everyone may agree with my content, I aim to inspire and motivate listeners facing challenges. This podcast serves a platform to offer encouragement to those in need. If you're interested, check out the playlist I need to organize for this podcast. I'll create a temporary playlist for the remaining episodes in the top right corner of this YouTube video. So feel free to share this episode with anyone needing motivation. It's free. Reach out on Twitter to learn more about me and this podcast. I'll be posting more content there soon. Find us on TikTok. Stay tuned for updates on other platforms as well as I revive my accounts. You can also find Definitely Housing Podcast on various podcast platforms besides YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, please consider leaving a review. Subscribe on Spotify to stay updated with new episodes. Feel free to suggest other platforms for the podcast in the comments. Your feedback is welcome. Other than that, I mentioned my struggle with consistent monthly uploads before, but this time I'm serious about getting back into podcasting. Thank you for all your incredible support. Finally, I hope you are all having a great year pursuing your goals and enjoying the process. Keep the hustle alive. See you in the next episode. John Lim Dimas signing out. Have a great day, everyone, guys.